Good morning and welcome back to our channel. Today I woke to the song A Lot Can Happen in a Year by Shinedown. It's Friday, Freya's Day, the day of Venus, love, prosperity, and angelic magic. Our numbers today are 19, 10, and 1, the Sun card, Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. There's a renewed positivity by getting to the heart of the matter. A vision or realization that strikes with great force. If you are struggling with a tough situation, the answer comes by standing back to see the larger perspective. Acting consciously and applying the force of your own will will create miracles. Venus conjunct Moon in Aries, 9th house with Chiron, which is opposite Mars in Leo as rising. 12th house, 1st house cusp. Venus, Moon, and Chiron in Aries, 9th house. This dives into emotional experiences that are related to your beliefs, higher education, deeply connected to values and ideas. There's healing and growth highlighted here, surrounding areas where wounds and abandonment have occurred. You may have struggled with relationships with people from diverse backgrounds. This energy opposite Leo, or Mars in Leo, shows past wounds that are related to relationships, self-esteem, or ego. A need to heal from past hurts and removing the masks you've been wearing to be accepted. Today's overall energy is Fool card, with the message, I refuse to be shrunk. You may have feelings of low self-esteem and energy. This requires a need to see your own part in these situations and amend your own mistakes. Try to think from the other person's point of view. Are you warm and caring to others? Can you be counted on? Are you being sensible? Do you feel sensible? Have you been true to your own word? These are things to look at yourself about right now so you can deflate your own ego. There's incoming communication that will be truth, honesty. You'll find the answers you need by someone who knows what they're talking about. You may have thoughts of leaving a situation due to possibility of problems that you see in the future. It may be an unworthy action to do so, but this stops future problems from becoming intolerable. You should be direct in this decision because acting less childish brings in a generous gift and shows that someone may be found innocent in time. If you repeat something long enough, it will become true. This is a message that came in from the void of the Akashic Records. You're not seeing a truth about yourselves or your situation because you're being blinded. This blinding is holding you back from expressing your free spirit and individuality. There is a wholeness and happiness that you have accomplished. This has been a long journey of trials. You are completely freed and renewed, and you should celebrate this. There is no more need for unnecessary hard work and low pay. Put down the chisel and hammer and enjoy your life. This message has been absolutely truth, filled with logic and reason, and has cut through some confusion. You may feel that you can overturn a situation and overcome some adversity you were facing. This will help you do what is right. And now we're going to pull some cards. I'm playing a collage of videos. Trying something new, a collage of pictures. Things that truly make me happy in life. Maybe sharing this maybe it helps you tap into what you might have forgotten about your own life. Okay, what do we have for them, Spirit? You're ready to face the future after probably some brutal truths. You've shared a lot of wounds, and you're not a person that deals well with lies. You want everything out on the table. You do this so that you can seek clear and true information. What you see is the need to cut ties. There has been a lot of pressure on you in this life, dealing with people or things, sadness and losses. Do you tend to self or do you tend to others? It's time to shake things up, pick up the pieces, and move forward. You may have felt disconnected from universal love, or there could be problems in the maternal area of your life somewhere. This is blocking your manifestations from coming in. You don't see the beauty and refinement of your true character. You don't see the prosperity that's already within you. A loss of family or a disconnection from family has put you into some hard work in trying to develop a skill so that you can find some sort of contract. What has happened during this situation is you became very in control of your mind. You become a good leader. You have wise decisions, and you know the way because you have been through many challenges and battles. It's time to make a decision. You have a very fruitful position in your life. Abundance is yours, and you're eager to start and create new things, but you have to remind yourself of the patience. The journey before the prize is how you win. Slow and steady. You need to detach because there is a lot of challenging spirits in your environment. Maybe you're tired of constant opposition. This should be your sign to just walk away gently. Go shine your light. You may be seen as very charismatic, and you know how to do things effortlessly. This is something that is inspiring towards others, and you can offer some direction. Maybe set down the overindulgence and celebrations at this time. There is a hint of drinking too much. Drinking and celebrating, partying too much leads to gossip. When the mind is inebriated, it doesn't think clearly, and then that's when misunderstandings happen. What's coming up for you is a fairness in a situation. Something's returning to you that was actually taken. Legal matters might settle. You need to remind yourself when this comes in, that's what is right. So, what is coming to you is well-deserved and earned. Mind you, it comes with a little justice that for something that happened that was not just in your situation. Yeah, a time to step into a new you. You're under a transformation at this time. And this is all over astrology. So the Saturn return in Aries is bringing this up. The 250th anniversary of America is coming up next year. There's a lot of things that are bringing to the surface that you are just done with the fake. cut this old version of self loose and step into the new you. Detach and release. All right. Some truths are coming in very fast. You may have been seeking truth in a situation because, actually, this truth brings in a very zen sense of being and fulfills a fantasy that you were having. There is a hint of not seeing your worth in a situation. Do you not recognize the beauty of how you keep your home, how you embody love, nurture, and support, generosity, good with money? Are you good with money? Are you kind of slipping from that at this time? You need to know that you are freed from a past that was holding you down. You had completely been destroyed by something, but you have rebuilt yourself. It's okay to take a stand and free yourself from a situation. Liberation is to rise above opposition, understanding that both sides, both parties, both dark and light have their role, but you have transcended above this. Just ahead on the future is you coming out of a shadow period of your life. Okay? So you're stepping away. These both cards are indicating stepping to a higher point of view to see that there is no more need to be in this shadow energy. You're going to find some small information, maybe travel based on a desire that you have. But what this comes is after a messenger has approached you with some personalized news of a commitment. Spontaneous action is required. This may be coming from an anonymous source, and it's going to help you relieve yourself from burdens. You've been overworked, you've been burnt out and exhausted by other people's problems. You're in need of a full release. There's been too many things in your life that have been weighing you down. So, we have retreat and reflect and trust your clarity because you've been able to see these things from afar. You're a very psychic, intuitive, maybe you're just a mentalist. You're able to read the differences in behavior and conversations. You can see through the bullshit. You're a walking lie detector. And this has made things hard for you in life. Don't let that hold you back. This is your guidance. This is what gives you the ability to move forward. Be passionate about something. Get what you want. Don't settle for what the things you see through want to feed you. It's time to live by your heart. Yes, you may be a moody person. This is a sign that you truly are in the present moment. You're in tune with your emotions and that of others, right? So live by your own emotional draw. Let that be your guidance and compass. Something has been challenging you from moving forward. There's some darkness that you had to deal with in your life that you should use to move forward. This could have been something that you privately overcame, and it is the key to empowering your future. Okay, this one came out. Oh, there is some hidden fear about signs that you've been picking up. You're afraid to try something new because you're not in tune with your emotions and intuition. Follow these things. Let's go back to the first card where we were talking about being able to see through the illusions. Reading situations for the truth. You know what it is, but you may not speak on them because you're afraid of being outcasted. Well, if things are allowed to be projected onto you, then you have every right to disclose this darkness, this fear that you've been holding. You have the angels backing you in support. You may have been noticing strange events, lights flickering, technology acting weird, strange occurrences where only the divine could be an explanation to this. What they're doing is they're trying to bring you back to a source of positive remembrance of your youth. Reawaken those gifts from your childhood. What is enjoyable? What makes you motivated in life? There is grounds to celebrate. You're coming together with someone, or you are in a situation with someone. And there's much to celebrate. A building block has been established. You're able to build from this stable ground and create in harmony, happiness. The reason you're not embracing this is because so many meaningless words of your surroundings and society have been blinding you, making you feel trapped to nonsense. You're not trusting your intuitive guidance. Okay, so you're blinded. This is the time to understand the inner self. You can see your inner self. You're able to cut these ties and release yourself from this mental constraint. Empty the emotions that have been keeping you from moving forward, because there is a lot of chances coming up for you to enjoy a good life. It's the perfect timing for you to get the ball rolling. Act on instincts and let truth be your guide. Truth is not favored a lot, but it's necessary. You are free to make the mistakes because you're living a life based off of your authentic self, feeling lighthearted. This also requires defending yourself as truth being your guide. You can see things for what it is, not for what you want or what others want it to be. So cut through the confusion with logic and reason. Logic and reasoning always prevails. Okay, I see that you're holding in a lot of sadness over something. It's spilled milk. You gotta let this go. But it was a process that you necessarily had to go through to grieve. But what you're not understanding is it's keeping you from starting the small steps that you need to move forward. Patience. You've been holding a lot in. It's been bubbling and making the fierce ferocity within you come to the surface. There is an indication here to be gentle with yourself, and also you can calm anything that is arising, these angers within you, with a very sovereign, gentle mastery. You're very educated, you're very skilled, you're very aware of your surroundings. This doesn't always cause the positive reactions that you hear about from the media craze. Most of the time, when you can see through things and you can read everything for what it is, you may have a lot of enemies come to the surface to try, but you have the ability to shut this down in a very positive way. This will actually help others get out of this anxious energy and choose love, choose positivity. Allow things to, remind people of the beauty of being in love. Remind people of the beauty of sexual connection with each other, integration of opposites, the tree of life. So, we're going to end this here short. And I hope you enjoyed the video clip, because these are things that are beneficial to me. This is who I am. This is what I value in life. Peaceful, tranquil, calm, understanding. There's a large sum of money coming into your life soon. You deserve this to get a new pathway to your complete and happy life. You've earned this. If you've been watching these and you see all of the clips that I'm showing, very simple, very calm. There's nothing more that I desire than a good life with those I care about. Toxic entanglements with mind traps and fighting over things that don't matter are a thing of the past. It takes going through so much difficulties to crack through the ego and understand this was all just temptation. What is true to you? Saturn going into Aries. Okay, folks. So I'm just going to allow things to play out to the end of the clip. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, comment if you will. Stay tuned for future videos. I prefer doing videos like this as a voiceover. It just feels like a very calmer, gentler way to share our messages. Take care. Love and light.